Watch closely, warrior. Put any group of men in a room and you'll see the same ritual, a quiet war for validation, each one trying to outshine the next. One flashes his wealth, another brags about his strength, a third drowns the silence with stories of success. They all mistake noise for power, performance for presence. And then there's him, the man who doesn't move with the herd. He doesn't chase attention, he commands it. He sits in silence, calm and detached, yet somehow the room bends around him. Every eye returns to him, even hers. Why? Because he carries something none of them understand. It's not charm, not status, not money. It's weight, the psychological gravity that cannot be bought, taught, or faked. It's something forged in solitude, discipline, and the mastery of one's inner chaos. The ancients called it gravitas, the art of silent influence. The ability to command respect without demanding it, to lead without asking to be followed, to control without appearing to. Men like him are the kind Machiavelli studied rulers who shaped empires not with armies, but with presence. Their silence spoke louder than others' speeches. Their stillness made louder men uneasy. Society will never reward this power because a man who understands presence cannot be controlled. While others perform to be seen, he chooses to be felt. That's the real mark of power, not in being noticed, but in being unforgettable. This is the art of understanding human nature at its deepest, most strategic level. What you're about to learn isn't a trick, and it isn't something you can fake. It must be forged, built from within through discipline, restraint, and control over your own emotional machinery. Say it and mean it. My silence is my strength. The first law: develop emotional immunity. Most men are slaves to their emotions. They react, they explode, they defend. A single insult can shake their entire sense of self. This predictability makes them easy prey, easy to read, easy to control, easy to manipulate. The strong, however, operate differently. They build immunity to emotional infection. They refuse to let others' words or actions disturb their internal equilibrium. They remain unshaken while chaos unfolds around them. Machiavelli wrote that a prince must be prepared for war at all times, and for the modern man, that war is the battle for emotional dominance. Every day, people will test you. They'll provoke, insult, and attempt to pull you into their storm. Your task is to stay still, unmoved, unreadable. This isn't about being cold. It's about choosing when and how to feel. When someone tries to provoke you, breathe. Let their words die in the silence between you. A calm response is more devastating than an angry one. It exposes the difference between power and insecurity. People always respect what they cannot control. The moment they realize your emotions are beyond their reach, they begin to orbit around your composure. The second law, master: strategic withdrawal. Weak men crave visibility. They equate presence with importance. They flood every room, chase every conversation, respond to every message. They don't realize that constant availability breeds invisibility. The strong understand the opposite truth. The less you appear, the more you're remembered. Your absence becomes a statement. Your silence, a form of dominance. As Machiavelli warned, men judge more by what they see than what they understand. Be seen too often, and you become ordinary. But appear rarely, with precision and purpose, and your presence carries the weight of a legend. When people see you rarely, your value multiplies. This law governs every domain of life. The friend who is always available fades into familiarity, but the one who guards his time becomes a privilege. The man who replies instantly signals desperation. The one who delays response commands curiosity. Strong men understand that scarcity breeds worth. Presence, when overused, becomes invisible. But when your appearances are rare and deliberate, your absence becomes magnetic. People start to wonder what you're building, where you are, who you're becoming. They begin to feel your silence as much as your presence. That's strategic withdrawal, leaving while the room still misses you, ending conversations before they decay into noise, making people crave your return instead of your retreat. The next law: speak only when your words have weight. Most men drown themselves in their own noise. They talk to fill silence, to prove intelligence, to escape their own insecurity. But words are currency in the realm of power, and the wise spend them sparingly. Before speaking, ask yourself, does this matter? Am I the one who should say it? Is this the right moment? If any answer is no, let silence speak for you. Machiavelli judged rulers by the quality of their advisors, but I judge men by the quality of their silence. The intelligent man listens more than he speaks because he knows that silence extracts truth. Those who talk endlessly reveal their hand. Those who observe quietly read the entire game. When you speak less, your words gain gravity. People lean in when you finally choose to speak. They assume depth even when you say little, and they reveal more because you're not fighting for attention. The man who never shuts up becomes forgettable background noise. The man who speaks with purpose becomes a voice remembered. This isn't arrogance, it's precision. Speak less, but when you do, let every word cut through the room like a blade. When a conversation needs guidance, lead it. When advice is required, deliver it. But never speak simply to escape silence. Noise is the language of the insecure. The wise know that silence is not emptiness, it's dominance, waiting to be filled with purpose. The fourth law: master your physical presence. Words account for a fraction of communication. The rest lies in posture, tone, and energy. Most men obsess over what to say but ignore how they exist. That's their downfall. Your body speaks before your mouth ever opens. The way you stand, the steadiness of your gaze, the calm in your movements, these form the language of command. Machiavelli wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few know what you are. Your appearance is the first signal of your power. Stand as if the ground itself recognizes your weight. Not arrogant, but grounded, shoulders back, chin level, every motion deliberate. When you walk into a room, do so as if you've already been invited by destiny itself. Make eye contact, not as a challenge, but as acknowledgement. When others speak, give them your full attention, for nothing intimidates more than focused stillness. Fidgeting, checking your phone, shifting nervously, all these betray inner weakness long before your words do. A man who cannot command himself cannot command respect. True confidence radiates in silence, in stillness, in the invisible gravity of presence. The fifth law: become indifferent to outcomes. Weak men cling to results, begging for validation from the world. They need the date to go well, need to be liked, need approval to feel worthy. That need poisons their energy. It reeks of desperation. Strong men operate from detachment. They play to win but remain calm if they lose. They seek connection but never beg for it. They care but they do not need. Machiavelli said fortune favors those who conquer her by force, yet the ultimate power lies in not needing to conquer her at all. Detachment is lethal. It makes you unpredictable, unshakable, magnetic. The man who needs nothing becomes the man who can have anything. On dates, in rooms, in life itself, he stands apart. The crowd chases approval. He creates gravity. The difference? They perform for acceptance. He embodies it. It means doing your absolute best, then surrendering to the outcome. You control your effort, not the universe. When you stop forcing life to move your way, it often starts aligning in your favor. When you stop chasing validation, it comes naturally. When you stop needing success, it starts seeking you. The sixth law: cultivate inner stability. Weak men drift like leaves in the wind. Their emotions belong to circumstance, their moods to other people's opinions. They rise when praised, crumble when criticized, and call it living. Strong men are anchored. Their peace is self-made, their confidence self-fed. They are unmoved by chaos because they know who they are beneath it. Machiavelli warned that those who chase how things ought to be destroy themselves faster than those who adapt to how things are. You cannot dictate the storm, but you can command your sail. True inner stability is built, not found through discipline, solitude, and clarity of purpose. You train the body to endure, the mind to focus, and the spirit to remain unshaken. You read to sharpen your perception, work to strengthen your will, and sit alone to meet the man behind the mask. Once you know him, the world can no longer move you. The man with inner stability needs no audience. He validates himself through mastery. He finds calm not because life is easy, but because he refuses to surrender his peace to anything external. And this calm draws people in. They can sense that nothing can unbalance you, that your center is forged from fire. The seventh law: practice controlled intensity. Weak men live in extremes, too passive or too aggressive, too calm or too chaotic. They haven't learned the art of modulation. Power, in its purest form, is control, knowing when to restrain and when to strike. The strong embody both the lion and the fox, patient observers who can turn lethal in a heartbeat. They move between stillness and dominance with surgical precision. In moments of peace, they are silent watchers. When action calls, they become storms. Machiavelli said a ruler must imitate the fox to sense traps, and the lion to terrify wolves. The modern man must do the same. In casual moments, stay composed, unreadable. When purpose demands it, unleash precision and force. Controlled intensity is not about effort, it's about timing. The world bows not to the loud, but to the man who knows exactly when to roar. In moments of crisis, remain calm, yet decisive. Never waste your fire on trivial battles, and never approach critical moments with dull energy. Power is precision, knowing when to unleash intensity and when to conserve it. This mastery makes you effective because your energy is never misplaced. You're not drained from fighting meaningless wars, nor complacent when victory requires motion. People respect this balance because it reflects emotional intelligence wrapped in self-command. It shows that you can adapt without losing yourself. Learn to read the room. Let your energy mirror the gravity of the moment. Save your fire for when it matters, and let calmness carry you through when it doesn't. This equilibrium separates the truly confident from the restless pretenders. You now hold what most men will never grasp: confidence that isn't loud but lethal. True confidence isn't performance. It's stillness under pressure, silence with weight, composure in chaos. It's the product of emotional immunity, inner stability, and controlled intensity. The holy trinity of power that Machiavelli understood better than anyone. Strength doesn't come from applause. It comes from control of yourself, your emotions, your energy. Starting today, observe yourself. Watch how often you react instead of respond, how often you speak instead of listen, how often your body betrays your uncertainty. Learn from each moment. Most men will remain puppets of circumstance, forever chasing attention, performing for approval, their confidence evaporating at the first sign of resistance. But you can be different. You can become the man who commands respect without asking for it, who influences without manipulation, who holds power without showing his hand. This isn't about becoming cold, it's about becoming composed. It's about forging an inner fortress so stable that no insult, no chaos, no rejection can penetrate it. Let your confidence rise from who you are, not who they think you are. Let your peace flow from your center, not from the conditions around you. Let your power come from self-mastery, not domination. Master these laws, and respect will no longer be something you chase. It will orbit you naturally. The choice is yours. Remain a slave to circumstance, or become the calm within every storm. Remember this: your silence is your shield, your stability is your crown, and your controlled intensity is your weapon. Wield them wisely, and the world will move around your gravity.